Finally, Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the government, I wish to extend to the congregation of St. Anselm's Church the congratulations and best wishes on the celebration of its 80th anniversary as a congregation of the Roman Catholic faith serving the Fox Hill community. I was privileged to attend a service of commemoration last evening hosted by Monsignor Preston Moss, who himself hails from Fox Hill. He was joined by Reverend Dr. Philip Ramming, and speaking on behalf of the Council of Churches in Fox Hill was the Reverend Dr. J. Carl Ramming of St. Paul's Baptist Congregation. This year, Mr. Speaker, Monsignor Moss will celebrate his 50th anniversary as a priest. I wish to congratulate him, and I thank him for his service to the Catholic community and to Fox Hill, his leadership and exemplary care and support for that community and the wider Bahamian community. Indeed, I dare say that more than any other Bahamian, he represents the face of Catholicism in the Bahamas. There will be a service of Thanksgiving, I'm advised, on the 3rd of May with the Archbishop Patrick Pinder presiding. The 4th of May with the Archbishop... Oh, I'm sorry. All right. I'll stick to my script. There will be a service of Thanksgiving, I am advised, on the 3rd of May with Archbishop Patrick Pinder presiding to mark the anniversary of the church, which is its 80th anniversary. I'm reminded by my honorable friend on the other side that there will be a service to mark the 50th anniversary of Monsignor Moss' ordination to the priesthood on the 4th of June at St. Anselm's. I wish to quote from a lecture that I gave at Mount Carey Baptist Church on the 7th of August about Fox Hill and its history, in which I spoke about St. Anselm's Church. Mount Carey is the oldest of the churches in the village, and I quote, "I would like now to turn to the institutions that created, nurtured, supported, and shaped Fox Hill into what it is today. I would say that principal amongst these are the churches and the schools. The schools are Sandilands Primary School, St. Anselm's Day School, St. Anne's Anglican Church, and St. Augustine's College. These schools have been joined by L.W. Young Junior High, which was once a senior and junior high, and the Doris Johnson Senior High School. In addition, many of the churches in the area have day schools like Macedonia, St. Mark's, and at one time Mount Carey. All of these schools and churches helped to shape what Fox Hill is today. I want to begin with St. Anselm's, which in the scheme of things is a relatively newcomer to the area. But I begin with them because there's a record of conditions in Fox Hill recorded by the nuns who came to teach up there in Fox Hill, which I think you will find instructive. The church, St. Anselm's, was established by Father Bonaventure Hanson, a Benedictine monk, on the 29th of August, 1933. Sisters of Charity from St. Vincent in New York, Mount St. Vincent in New York, in the United States, Sister Marita Ann Fox and Sister Veronica Marianne McGann, were assigned to establish the St. Anselm's all-age school as part of the Catholic system. There is an extract from one of their letters, which was published in Upon These Rocks by Coleman Barry, A History of the Catholic Church in the Bahamas, and quoted in a booklet which about the history of St. Anselm's. And that history reads as follows. We arrived August 28, 1933. The following day, we went to Fox Hill, where we were heartily welcomed by Father Bonaventure Hanson, the catechist, James Roberts, and a group of future pupils and prospective Catholics. Father Bonaventure announced at Sunday Mass that a school would open on Monday and that the boys and girls of all ages were welcome. We sisters arrived on Monday equipped with paper, pencils, and lunch. An iron wheel was struck with a hammer upon our arrival. Our registration consisted of us trying to get first names only. For example, Misper, Gladstone, and Livingston. When we asked for the last name, there was no response. We found out later that they used the term title for surname. We tried to find out where they lived. We were told, quote, down so by the big cotton tree or up so by the sapodilla tree. The children aged from 4 to 16, we first grouped according to age, later according to ability. The older ones I took into the rented hall for several days. Sister Marita Anna taught the younger ones about under the big cotton tree. After about 2 weeks, Father Bonaventure hired a room in an empty house called the Annex. Father arranged to have movable pieces of wood added to the backs of the benches in the old hall which we used as desks. One of the first things we got started was a sewing class after school so that the children could be properly clothed. Our friends in New York supplied us with blue denim for the boys, pants and plaid material for dresses for the girls. The class drew a large gathering of women. End of quote. Speaker, I should say parenthetically that the first baby to be christened from the village of Fox Hill as a Catholic was the late Benjamin Demerit, whose son, the now Father Reggie Demerit, is a Catholic priest and serves the church now in Exuma. Many of the leaders of the Fox Hill community also came from the church, and amongst them I would suggest are Monsignor Preston Moss, as did three of the leaders of the Fox Hill Festival Committee, the late Eric Wilmot, Sir William Ramming, and Charles Johnson, all now deceased. And with the member from Mount Moriah saying amen behind me, his father, Deacon Raymond Forbes, is also the deacon at St. Anselm's. So once again, Mr. Speaker, the House, I'm sure, joins me in saying congratulations to the congregation of St. Anselm's on its 80th anniversary, and that of Monsignor Preston Moss on his 50th anniversary as a priest of the Catholic Church.